Yeah, I think even with the syrup stain, I think this is kind of the color that I think of when I have Pearl Jam on the brain. Can Pearl Jam afford another boring album, and is that what Dark Matter is? Let's review. I really like that what could have been a wasted instrumental track is just the beginning of the first song called Scared for Fear, and it's an explosive and emotive opener that really got me pumped for what's to come on this record. It's got a great guitar solo, great lyrics, and here's to hoping the rest of Dark Matter can be this light. I just learned that Josh Klinghoffer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers fill-in guitar player fame plays guitar on this record. He's not an official Pearl Jammer right now, but I hope that that's coming soon. React Respond keeps up the dingy and gnarly sounds, but with a funky bass line. And Eddie Vedder kind of experimenting with a Vitology vocal approach, and yeah, that's a really good thing for me, even though I'm a Riot Head fan myself. But just when I was thinking this record is going to consistently sound like this, these first couple of songs, Wreckage shakes me out. It shakes me out. It shakes me out of my negativity with its jangly acoustic beauty. And God, I love Riot Act. Leave a comment if you love Riot Act or hate Riot Act. Because this one kind of sounds like that, but with a little bit more oomph and shining backing vocals. I really have an issue with, this is the only real absolute negative I have, is the title track. It's like Dance of the Clairvoyance if like all the really cool weird stuff was taken out of it. Skip, it's just too basic rock. It's just like rock song, and I'm not crazy about that. A lot of albums, a lot of the album does stick to the rock sound of Scared of Fear, Scarred of Fear, and React Respond, and to decent effect. But there's a lot of variety stuff on the back end of this record, and I feel like that's kind of where the good stuff lies, or lays, or luaus. You think it could be a Pearl Jam luau? I don't know what that would be like. I bet Finn McKenty would not want Eddie Vedder at his barbecue. When the singles are released, there's got to be more singles on the way, right? When the singles are released, I hated Dark Matter, still don't like it. And I love Running, and now we've got Wreckage, and I like that one too. But Running is good company. There's a nervous energy, kind of like me. There's a nervous energy among the guitar army in the background, like the bass, the drums, and all that stuff complements the emotions that Eddie's words are pervade through, and I can even understand some of what he's saying, which is quite nice. Won't Tell kind of has a Tom Petty vibe, which is fantastic. Speaking of music and keys, and it's one of the stronger songs on the record. And I'll go ahead and call it Won't Tell is the highlight. It's the highlight. I was going to say maybe something else, but that's the definite highlight. The album is nearly 50 minutes dense, and even though it's not Pearl Jam's strongest album at all, it is a pretty cohesive listen for a 50-minute album in 2024, and it's a more solid listen than anything after Riot Act. I'm just going to keep praising Riot Act. I need to make a video about Riot Act because I love it so much. Yeah, this is their most consistent record since Riot Act, in my opinion. I know some other people don't like that album, but I really like the flavor of that one. There are no terrible songs on this record. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Dark Matter, but there's nothing that really that I want to sink my teeth into or really gets me in the feels or the emotions, and that's my biggest complaint on this 2.5 out of 5 record. Pearl Jam certainly can afford to make a middle of the road record like this, at least in terms of finances. Eddie's got a cool $100 million in the bank after all. And let's just take a look at the receipts real quick on the band, the artistic receipts. I'll say artistically, I guess Pearl Jam can afford this manner as well. They can mine it. It's not career-ending nonsense, and I really, really like that I got to hear some good songs with Josh Klinghoffer playing on guitars on them. And there is a notable difference in the guitar sounds. There's a lot of guitar players in Pearl Jam, and I hope that this is a good relationship. I hope he maybe just joins the band permanently as a Pearl Jammer. He's a great guitar player. Dark Matter, kind of mid. Leave a comment on your feelings and disagreements, and I thank you for watching and subscribing, and stay until the end. End screen. End screen. End screen. End screen. End screen. End screen. I think that was enough time.